morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. My name is Callie, and this is another weekend of clarinets, cats, and coffee. In today's video, I am going to play a small excerpt of the Cavallini Caprice number 3, and I've been working on this entire Caprice actually just to practice tongue and finger coordination in some awkward intervals. And I'm actually going to play the end of this for you because the intervals are a little bit further apart, and this whole Caprice actually has a nice combination of staccato and slurred notes, so you get practice doing both, which is, it's a pretty good workout. And if you play through the whole thing and you work on the whole thing, it feels really good. It's a really good Caprice. Now, I'm just going to share a few of the things that I've been doing to work on coordinating tongue and finger motion while I'm playing. By the way, if you guys like my channel, remember I do have a Patreon page, so feel free to check it out. You can become a patron for as little as $3 a month, which just helps to support this channel and keep these videos going. Anyway, so a couple of the things that I've been using to try to refine my articulation and my sound and note accuracy over the years is a combination of two different techniques. One is stop tonguing, and the other technique is prepared fingers. And if you use those two things in combination with one another when you're doing staccato passages such as this, you can actually get a really clean, light articulation over the course of time. But it does take some work and a lot of mental effort to make sure you're doing all of the things right. That being said, this is much easier to master if you are doing this under the supervision of a teacher. So if you do have a private lesson teacher, ask them about this and see if they can coach you on this technique. It is very difficult to do this over a video, but I am going to do my best to try to help you guys out with this. All right, so there are 4 big steps to this. So first, we want to practice blowing with the tongue on the reed. Just very gently, tip of the tongue overlapping the tip of the reed. Now, if you hit in just the right spot, your reed shouldn't vibrate, or if it does, it's very, very little. So I've got just the front part of my tongue overlapping the tip of the reed. I'm not plugging up this part of the reed, right? That's going to cause some weird consonant sounds. I'm not pushing so hard that the reed actually closes off against the mouthpiece. I'm just resting the tip of my tongue against the tip of the reed and blowing air through. So once you've mastered that, the second step in this is to actually release the reed. Once you've practiced doing that, you place the tongue back on the reed to stop the sound, but you never stop your air. So I'm trying to keep as much air pressure as I can in the front of my mouth. It requires a great deal of air support to make sure that I'm not overblowing or underblowing, that I'm keeping the air just right. Now, combine this technique with prepared fingers in order to learn a passage such as this. So I will be moving my fingers to each note only after I have cut off the sound of the previous note. Now, there's a mix of articulation and slurred in here, right? So obviously I'm not going to do prepared fingers when I'm slurring. I'm only going to do it when I'm practicing trying to get a clean move from one note to the next where there's articulation. So I will demonstrate very slowly. takes so much air support and a lot of control and a great deal of mental energy to make sure that the sound is opposite of the fingers. And I wouldn't recommend doing prepared fingers until you can do stop tonguing correctly, because it's a lot to coordinate and a lot to think about. But you guys are totally ready for it, and that's why I made this video. I'm gonna include a PDF to the entire thing, even though I'm only going to perform the last bit of it. It is very repetitive, so I'm only including the part that is the most challenging for me, which is the ending section. So enjoy. Alright guys, that was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed learning this. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, a good weekend, and as always, happy practicing.